David Cameron made huge efforts before the last general election to detoxify the Tory brand, and one of the aspects he chose to do that was to claim that they were going to be the greenest government ever. I think looking back over the last 2 years, that just creates laughter, I think, amongst those organisations and groups and green businesses who expected so much more. I mean, it's very convenient for politicians to do the photo opportunity and then say, you know, job done, this is who we are. And there's no doubt that David Cameron made huge efforts cycling to work, having a wind turbine put in his house, which then had to be taken down anyway, but also the photograph with the Huskies. And as I've said before, you know, a Husky is for life, not just for Christmas. You know, it isn't enough. I think, you know, we're dealing at the moment on a whole number of different fronts about, you know, the connection between politics and the public and trust. And this is an area where I think, you know, it's been incredibly shallow, incredibly superficial, and the proof is in the delivery, and the delivery is just not happening. For some reason or another, within Conservative ranks, I think they do trivialise this area. I don't think they show it the respect that it deserves, and act in a very sort of narrow, almost Luddite attitude to the opportunities that it offers. We've seen a reshuffle this week, which was meant to sort of restart the government with its, you know, a plan for jobs and growth and delivery. And some of the faces may have changed, but actually, you know, not much else has. If you like, in terms of the personnel who've now been put into positions that cover my area, and Mary Cray, who covers the brief for DEFRA, we see Owen Paterson, who you know, has a crib sheet as long as your arm in terms of statements he's made that aren't really sitting, I would have thought, in a harmonious way with the brief he's now got. There are claims he doesn't really believe the evidence and the science around climate change, and I think, like a lot of Tories, again, this innate conservatism and traditionalism, which on the one hand wants to protect the countryside, there's nothing wrong with that, but on the other hand doesn't see the opportunities that actually, you know, part of our environmental future are the jobs and opportunities it can bring. A few years back, something like 19% of people thought environmental services and issues are really important, and that's, in the last couple of years, gone down to about 4%. I mean, it's always the case in polling that when you ask people what are the issues that are most important to them, it will be things like their jobs, the economy will always be up there at the top. And I think that's why we have to make sure that when we're talking about climate change, when we're talking about the green economy, we really anchor it in the sort of opportunities it offers for ordinary families up and down the UK, for, you know, parents who are looking for jobs for their kids, for people who are already working, you know, refreshing their skills to move from some of the old traditional industries in the energy sector to the new jobs in the future energy sector as well. But to do that, you know, it's not just going to happen unless we have a government that is backing this, that is the cheerleader for these new opportunities and showing the respect that it needs.